Hello. It's been so long since I've made a video. I don't even know if I made one in December. It was such a busy month. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I hope they celebrated the birth of the Savior. And I had a very interesting one, but I'm not going to go into that right now. But it's just been way too busy. And my dad retired, and I don't have my freedom of making videos all the time, so it's been difficult, but I had to make this one and get this up. Okay, so here we go. I believe this is a prophetic word because it came in very strong on December 30th. It came in before that, but it was like, came in again December 30th when I was praying. I don't even remember what I was praying right now, but it was pretty clear. And it made absolute sense. And these birds around me are so loud. It's like they're having a family meeting or something, these birds. But anyway, okay. This happened on the 30th, and then on the 31st, on New Year's Eve, these commercials kept coming on as like a confirmation. I was watching New Year's Eve Fox News, and the commercial for the Ark encounter that Ken Ham is building kept coming on. It opens July 7th, y'all. July 7th. Okay, that's 7/7/16. 6 plus 1 is 7. It's 7/7/7. 7/7/7. This Ark will be opening to the public. It's an exact replica based on the measurements provided in Genesis that Noah had. Okay? So, if you don't know Ken Ham, look him up. Very blessed man. Deep Christian, stands firm, has made a whole museum on creation in Genesis, and he's rebuilding the Ark. So what the Lord was showing me was that the Ark goes with, as in the days of Noah, literally. It goes with it along with everything else going on in this world and this nation. But it's a big sign, okay? It's a calling card kind of sign. That Ark needs to be built. It's like history repeating itself. We're not all getting on it, okay? But it's a symbol. It's symbolizing to get on the Ark, to get ready for takeoff, to get ready for the big rescue, okay? That's what it's symbolizing. Nothing's going to interrupt the building of this Ark. It will be built. It will be displayed on television for the world to see that it's built, okay? Whoever's paying any attention at all is going to see this Ark on television, okay? So, what God was showing me through that is we're not leaving here until after that, for sure. We're not, okay? I know a lot of people teach the rapture is imminent. The rapture is imminent. Well, the rapture will happen. It is imminent, but it's not any day, like, it's not like it's going to happen tomorrow. And I know people don't like to hear stuff like that. I know people like, that's like saying delaying is coming. No, not really, no. Saying delaying is coming is like down the line, years from now, stuff like that. Never say that. But if everything tying in together, it's getting to be very obvious that he said we will know the season, and we have missed the season. It wasn't last season. It's not this season. It's not the spring season, but we will know the season. So summer is nigh, that part, and then it's going to be in the summer that the ark is opened up for people to learn. Okay, I don't know how long after that, but it's going to be after that. So count on being here through July 2016. Count on it. Okay, meaning you have time to witness, you have time to prepare your rapture boxes, you have time to make sure you're ready, you have time. Not much time, but you do have some time left. He's basically saying that when this ark is complete, I am at the door. That it's a sign, it's a symbol. As in the days of Noah, literally the ark is being rebuilt somewhere in Kentucky, I believe, in the United States. Okay, he has given this assignment to one of his children to do, and he doesn't even know what the purpose is besides teaching and educating people that the ark could be built, and what it would have looked like, how it would have been done. I'm sure he's going to have everything lined up for everyone to see how it was done, So it's absolutely amazing. And it just goes with, as in the days of Noah, there's going to be a literal ark on the earth again, just like the one Noah made. And it's a symbol to all believers. I'm at the door. The ark is rebuilt, as in the days of Noah, so it shall be, to the point to where there will be a literal ark again. Okay, I find it incredible. So, real quick, I hate to dent this with an Obama thing, but at the same time right now, the year just turned, and guess what's happening? Gun control. Okay, he's starting to, what he's done underneath this gun control bill or whatever it is, laws that he's writing himself, is that all gun dealers, all people that sell guns legally, have to register their customers. So, and do these background checks, and they already do background checks. So it's kind of silly because that's already being done, but it's more enforced now to where they will have documented everybody who owns a gun, how many guns they own, and what guns they own from here on out. I don't think that that's new. I thought they had all those records anyway, but apparently they're getting more aggressive with knowing who has what. That's what they're doing, okay? And this is a soft gun control measure that's opening up for a harder gun control measure that they will be doing soon. It's very soon, in the near future. There's rumors that they're starting to talk about impeachment, okay? It's kind of late for this, but there is rumors now that they are starting to talk about that. Someone is, I don't know who. But the thing about it is, the reason why all of a sudden someone would be bringing up impeachment is because they're very concerned that this man's not going to leave office. Okay, that's why they're starting to talk about getting rid of him. Okay, so that's not going to happen. We all know that. And things are going to take its course, and he's going to start doing a lot of aggressive measures and moves this year as he's leaving office. Yeah. And as the threat of a conservative Republican that's not an insider becomes more of a threat, as if they can't rig elections anyway. But, this is getting to be, people are waking up and realizing that we are under a dictatorship, and we're not the same country anymore, and this guy is running rogue on us, and he's crazy. There are people are starting to wake up. And the other day I saw Rush Limbaugh Alan West, and another person, and I can't remember the third person, all saying they can seriously foresee this man pulling something before November, before election season, that will cancel the elections and keep him in office. They can foresee something. They do not know how he's going to do it, but they're very concerned he's going to do it. So when you see big names like Alan West and Rush Limbaugh, and there's another guy, and I think even Carson said it once, that he's going to create a civil unrest. Oh, it was Alex Jones and Carson, and I think one other person. So that's 5 people. Some of them have known all along, and some of them are just now speaking out. And they're realizing that what everybody has always feared for this country is really actually taking place. And, we are being taken down from within. And, they're noticing this, and they're trying to warn the public, in other words, buy your guns and get ready for whatever this is going to be. They're trying to create a civil unrest, a rebellion, so he can declare martial law and cancel the elections and stay in office. And people are figuring this out. And I've known this for like 7 years, so to finally see people figuring this out and finally understanding what this man is, they might not know who he is biblically, but they're finally seeing who he is, in our time in history, that this is really bad news. And with the way this country is going with the transgenderism now being frontline news, transgender support, you can get sued in New York. You can get sued if you call a she a he when it's a he, but he wants to be a she, and when she wants to be a he now, you have to call her a he, and if you do not, you get sued if you're the employer, and you have to hire these people, and you have to keep employing these people, else it's discrimination. If they want to wear a dress to work, you have to let them wear a dress to work. If it's a man, if it's a girl and she wants to wear a suit, you have to let them wear a suit. That's in New York City, which is total Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah Central. Okay, and that's becoming the thing now. Transgender is becoming the thing. Alright, so we're worse than Sodom and Gomorrah at this point, and right on the cusp of that is legalizing some kind of pedophilia, or not arresting and condemning and sending to jail pedophiles. Like, it's a sexual orientation, it's a mental condition now that needs to be protected and all this nastiness. So that's starting to come into play. Polygamy's right around the corner. Legal polygamy's right around the corner. It's really getting to where it's getting gross. Very, very nasty. It's like we're all being molested by this spirit of sexual perversion and sexual immorality now. They're literally forcing it on us. Every conspiracy that said all of this was just to outlaw Christianity, in the end, it's all right, it's all true, it's all coming together. So this year is going to be one heck of a year to witness. One heck of a year to see what's going to happen. And people are going to start waking up. The last call of the last sheep that we're waiting for to get saved so we can leave are going to get saved this year. It's going to be, I guess, like a revival. I don't know, but if it's going to be here so much as other parts in the world. But, it's getting really nasty out there. And Obama's getting really aggressive with his dictatorship now. And on top of that, we got an ark being built. Time to leave. It's getting closer. Time to leave. He's coming to get us. He's coming to get us. Tribulation is right around the corner. It can't go on much longer. And then I believe we're going to see a lot of older people, old people die. We're going to see a lot of the generation that's been around since 1949, that were born in that era, that Israel became a country again. We're going to see a lot of these people dying off. A lot of older people dying. 60s and up. And we're going to see, a lot of older people dying and older people coming to Christ. You know, people that have spent their whole life avoiding him finally are going to start realizing what times we're in. I think he's going to start giving them visions or something, because it's just, everything's going to start coming together that we have all been waiting to see happen. There's not going to be an asteroid or any craziness yet. Okay, guys, everything is going to run its course up until that ark is opened, and then after that, who knows? And in the Jubilee year, we're on 120, that ends September, I think, that ends. So, as far as I understand, you know, but I gotta tell you this real quick. I hear some people say that spring Passover is the new year for Israel. And then there's the new year for Israel in the fall. Which is it? It can't be both. I mean, they do Rosh Hashanah and Feast of Trumpets and all that stuff, and that's like the new year time for the new year. And then they have a new year in spring. Passover. Which is the new year? Because that matters. Because if that's the case, then Jubilee has not even begun yet until spring. The 120 Jubilee would begin in spring with that new year and end next spring after that. Or it began this last fall and ends this fall. So which is it? That really confuses me. I haven't had time to study that and look into that more, but I have it on the list, in my little study list of what I haven't studied, and that's one of the things coming up, is which is the new year, spring or fall, you know, for the Jews. Okay? It's important we know. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. Prophecy of the Ark is what I'm calling this video. The Ark has to be built before we leave. It's a calling card sign for the lost world that's paying attention and for the believers. And that's why Ken Ham had that giant, which I just finished watching the other day for the first time, that Ken Ham had that big debate with Bill Nye that got him a lot of attention. You know, that brought a lot of attention to the Creation Museum and all that stuff and his work. And that reason why all that happened was to elevate him to where people saw what was coming down the road. Okay? So, God bless you. Hang in there. Okay? Hang in there with hope and get ready. And you have till July to get ready. Okay? For sure. I'm just telling you. Don't wait till last minute. Use 2016 to be on fire for the Lord. Do the right things. The end is coming and people need to know. And prayer, up the prayer, up the prayer, up the prayer. Because the evil spirits are all over the place. People are doing some crazy stuff out there. No, people are not protected because they don't know the Lord. You know, it is just, these things can get right in them and take over their bodies and do terrible things. And I know God will, you know, not allow some things and allow some things. So be praying for your family members that are lost. Be praying for the lost and be praying for strength, and do not waver. Okay? Do not even do anything that causes you to waver, right? And overcome, and you can overcome through Jesus Christ. So, that's it for now. I got to go. Oh, how cute. This little squirrel went in the dumpster, and he just grabbed like a carrot. See? God provides, even for the little squirrel. Alright, so anyway, I'm gonna go. And I'm so glad to have made a video for the first time in like a month. And hopefully you pass it around. Thank you. Amen.